This is my adjustable bow tie or butterfly, whatever you want to call them, jig making jig. What this is this is something that you make up and you glue or double stick tape down to another piece of, I use masonite, 1/4 inch masonite, then you cut out your pattern. Now, the deal with this jig is, I got 4 different pieces here. These 2 pieces right here are exactly the same. These 2 pieces are exactly the same. The way I made these is I took 2 boards, 2 pieces of masonite. I think they were 7 inches wide and 13 inches long. I put them up on my chop saw on a stop. I cut an 8-degree bevel. I turn it over like that, run up against a stop, cut an 8-degree bevel. What this does is that gives me an exact center, a dead center on there, from top to here and bottom to here, exactly the same. These pieces are the key pieces. This is just something that I don't have any idea how big, how small that is. I just cut it and it looked good. I put it in here like so. You put this one in here like so. You line all this up and you got, there is your for your jig. Now what I did is I took the 1/4 inch masonite, the 1/4 inch MDF, laid it down, I double stick taped this on top of it. I cut this out with a router. This is the router that I use right here. It's got the inlay set on it with the bushing, and any woodworker that's a woodworker at all knows what this is and how this thing works. If you don't, get on YouTube and they'll explain it to you. I don't have time. Anyways, what you do is you got your jig right here. Now the beauty of this thing is you don't like this right here, you take this, you push it up, you pull this one down, you move this over. You've got a different size there. You want a little bit, one that's not quite as long and one that's a little bit bigger, pull them down. You want to go wider this way, cut you a bigger piece. You can cut 1,000 of these, 1,000 different sizes. You can make them however big or however small you want. Put it in there. Put it in there. You got a bigger one. Now it just so happens that with these in there, I like that. That was the one I used to make this jig right here. This is the one that I use on nearly everything that I do now. Now I've made several more. There's another one right there. It's a little bit thinner, a little bit taller, a little bit thinner. But just depending on what you like, that was pleasing to my eye. You make them however big you want. The first one, this was the first one I did right here. It was a little bit thin. The length was fine. A little bit thin here. I went a little bit more, and then I've got several more that I went a little bit more and a little bit more. But like I say, this thing, once you get your pieces cut and you get them in there, lined in there, you double stick tape that down to a piece of MDF, you cut it out. Now, this is what you end up with. Now this right here, you don't have to use this bushing set with the router and everything. I do it because it's fast. You can hand cut these. You take this and put it on your piece of wood that you're wanting to inlay something, you scribe it, you chisel it out, and you've got a hole. You take it on the wood that you want to put in there, you do that, you scribe it, you cut it out, you get it to where it fits perfect in there, you're good to go. So this jig is for either the router with the bushing set, or you can do the hand cut. But this jig is to make this jig, and it'll make a probably, I don't know how many different sizes that you can make with this thing. You can make, God, you could go from nothing to 1,000 of them. I don't know. That's just something you can play with. But here again, the key pieces are these pieces right here. You cut whatever size you want, however big you want. You see those 2 different sizes right there? That's just something that I cut out. And you make 2 of them exactly the same. And then you've got an adjustable piece here that you can make any size jig that you want. And that's how I do it. And that's what's easy for me. So thanks for watching.